are back for another food plot episode. As you can see, I'm back in the woods, and it's thick, to say the least. So today, I'm going to try and create a food plot in a spot that I really wanted to put one. I've already established 2 other mini food plots, kind of kill plots, and I'm going to try to establish another one, but this is on the other section of the farm that's split. And like I've said in the past, this property kind of hunts like 2 separate properties because of the neighbors splitting directly down the middle. It almost, like I said, it almost hunts like 2 separate properties. This is a 30 that has been previously logged, so there's a lot of junk trees in here, but every once in a while you'll find an oak, white oak, something like that. There's a bunch of beech trees, a lot of sweet gum in here, so, and then every once in a while you find some pines. So I'm going to go in here and strategically try to design some sort of food plot in here. If I can get this snowplow is what I'm going to be using. If I can get half an acre's worth, I'm going to try my darndest to do it. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that much. I might just seed heavily onto it. But I'm going to go through here and kind of decide based on where I want to put a stand. There's a really nice tree right here off to my left that I think will be a good spot to put a tree stand, because we have a double tree stand that I need to move, so that way 2 of us can hunt back here. And I know that these deer go back and forth across this ridge top, so I'm going to try to see if I can get a tree stand back here and then have a food plot kind of off to the side, maybe where I can shoot to it. But I don't want to be right on top of the food plot, because then I'll just be spooking deer here and there, all over the place, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go back here, make a decision on what will be the best area to put this food plot, and I'm going to be using a minimal amount of tools. So this is pretty much everybody can do. I mean, all you need is a blower, a chainsaw, and then back here I have my Deer Grow plot start already pre-mixed and everything. So I'm going to go back here and just put some virgin ground, open up some virgin ground, spread the seed, and then I'm going to spray it with plot start real heavily, and hopefully that gives it a little kick in the ass for this springtime, and maybe I can get back here and kill a turkey on it. So we're going to try it. Stick with me, it should be a good time. Alright, so I'm going to show you all the plan. So right here is a path that I cleared out this morning, and it comes directly up from our creek crossing, so hopefully we don't have to go through this bottom over towards the bedding. So I should be able to just come straight up the hill, and I'm going to try to keep it as non-leaf litter as I can. That way we can sneak in here, hopefully for turkey season, because I know the turkeys like to come through here. Turkey scratches all over the place. And then you can see right here, big tree that I'm going to use to hopefully put this tree stand in. And then out in front, you can see it's real thick, but I think I can use that to my advantage. So I have this holly right here, and then I think if I hinge a few trees down in front of me, that'll kind of block my entrance and my exit. So hopefully they'll have something growing and it'll give a little bit of cover. And then you can kind of barely tell, but there's a little roll in a hill right here. So I think it might not be a bad idea to try to put that food plot just on the other side of that roll. That way if I sneak up in here, given that there's nothing over here in front of my tree stand eating on the hinged trees, I should be able to get in here undetected with the right wind. Hopefully in the mornings it'll be, the thermals will suck up into the air, and then in the evening hopefully the thermals will suck this back down to the creek bottom, and hopefully nothing will come down behind me. So this is all theoretical. I'm kind of going, making decisions as I go. So this ought to be interesting, to say the least. Alright guys, finally got this food plot done. I'm actually proud of how this turned out as well. I think all of them are going to be really influential in my success and the success of my girlfriend and dad and everybody who comes hunting with us this year. So it's a really small kill plot. It's probably 1/8 of an acre, maybe, somewhere in there. But we cleared out a lot of the trees that were blocking the south side, so hopefully a lot of that sun's coming through, and as you can see right now, I mean, it's real sunny behind me. So I don't think we'll have any issue getting sun down to our seeds. So we're gonna go ahead and take the leaf blower and blow all this leaf litter out so we can expose the bare soil, and then I'll come back in and I'll overseed and everything, and then we'll take the deer grow, spray that on there, and then we're gonna set it and forget it, see what happens. I'm gonna set up a cell camera on here to see if anything comes and checks it out, but I'm pumped to see how this food plot looks, so stick with us. Wants to do this. Alright y'all, so as you can see behind me, I got everything done so far up to the seeding and the spraying now. As you can see, my girlfriend was out there. She was nice enough to help me blow some of these leaves. I went back out there and just touched it up a little bit, get it exactly where I like it. It's not the biggest food plot ever, but it's all about production. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this Imperial Whitetail no plow, which a lot of people might ask why I'm using it during the spring, because it's got, it's got some radishes and a few other things that you may not necessarily think that you can do in the spring, but Whitetail Institute has it where you can plant it either spring or in the fall. So I'm gonna go ahead and try planting it during the spring, see if I can get something established, and then prior to the hunting season I'll go ahead and come back in and try something different, unless this is still kicking it. So it's probably 1/8 of an acre, so I may not use the entirety of the bag, but I'm probably going to go a little bit heavier than what I think what the exact size of the food plot is, just because I'm sure birds will be up in here eating on it. Maybe some turkeys, squirrels, whatever come up in here, might feast on some of these seeds before they germinate. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. So as you can see behind me, this is what it's gonna be. So I went ahead and put the food plot seed out. I used the Whitetail Institute no plow, and then I went over top of it with some Deer Grow plot start. And I'm praying that we get some good weather and some rain, and that this becomes a lush, green, miniature kill plot. We will see. Only time will tell. This is probably the most expensive food plot I've ever made, because I busted my chainsaw and I ripped this shirt even more. So I hope this one pays off. Let's put it that way. I'll show y'all some progress updates as stuff hopefully comes in. I've got a cell cam right here on a stump facing out this direction, and I think it's going to be good. Stick with me on some of the upcoming projects that I've got, and then as always, got to get going.